happiest?
Actually, it's your funny ways. The way you always have a joke or everything all is always a joke for you. So that's what keeps me happy because I know that this is your personality and it's positive. Where would you want to travel and why?
Probably to Canada, just to feel the cold weather for some time. What was the attitude towards sex in your family? Was it talked about? Who taught you about sex?
Six. Hmm. Um, I think the sex talks basically actually came from church in Youth Flame. That's where I actually heard more about it because our leader, she used to talk a lot about sex. And actually, that's where most of it came about. At home, you would hear it occasionally, but it wouldn't be like as in depth as when I was coming to church and Youth Flame. So that's where most of the sex talks came from. Have I been a great role model to you, Tiana?
Yes, of course, man.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me how.
You show me everything. You show me how to cook. You show me how to fold clothes. You teach me my schoolwork all the time. That's why you've been a good role model to me. What do you like and dislike about your appearance? When when you were a child, were you often complimented or shamed about your looks?
I think in my earlier years, I have a little forehead. You know, it's a little pronounced, a little bigger than it should be. So I was very conscious of it, and also I have my buck teeth, right? So I was very conscious of it. I don't think people made fun of it, but I was probably more aware of it because I felt like maybe that part of my body wasn't right. It could have looked better like some other persons that I would have known. But I don't think I really got like negative remarks. But my awesome mom would always compliment us, always tell us she loves us, always give us that hug. Um, Daddy was a little more quiet, but mommy would normally compliment us on how we look. So I didn't really have much of a problem.
Okay.
What are some of the things you really like about me? Be honest, Tiana. Let's go.
You cook nice food.
Nice.
You fold my clothes. You help with my homework. You show me how to do it properly. You wash the dishes.
That's only chores you're talking about. Hello, what else?
Your smile. Your hugs. And you in person.
Okay.
What is your greatest strength?
I think, well, I believe my greatest strength is actually reaching out and helping others. I enjoy talking to persons, especially if they're down or they're going through issues. I like to listen and I like to give advice where I can. So, like, anytime I see somebody down, it kind of affects me and I want to see that person happy. So, I try my best and do whatever I can to put a smile on their faces. So, I think that's my greatest strength. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Professional chef.
Wow. Like the cooking lessons working? Yeah?
Yep. How important is the influence of Christianity in your children's life?
Okay. It's extremely important. And I say that because growing up, like before I became a Christian, I knew about God because you'd hear it in the household. But one of my aunts used to take me to church, so that's how I started coming to church, Streams of Power. And although in the house we knew about God, but it wasn't as strong as the relationship that, well, I grew to have in Christ. And what happened when I started knowing about God and understanding about who He is and how good He is, I was able to share it in the household with others. So I know that it is extremely important, and that's why I will continue. Although you and Tej are younger, but I will want that to be like the main focus in your life. So I will continue to encourage you all. I'll continue to pray with you all and pray for you all, teach you all the word, so that you all will grow up to be women of God, and you will make an impact in other person's lives. Do you like my food?
I love it.
You love it? What you love about it?
It's tasty.
Mm.
Have a lot of flavor.
Mm-hmm. So you like flavor?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you want to be? What did you want to be growing up?
You know, when you're growing up, you want to be so many different things. But my main thing was a teacher. I really wanted to be a teacher. I used to beat my mom's plants, all those plants. I used to line them up. I used to have books. I used to have my blackboard and teach and give them a lot of licks. I used to literally beat the plants. I used to break some of the pots because I wanted to be a teacher. So that's actually my main thing that I wanted to be in when I was growing up. Sorry. What gets you upset?
When you always texting. You cannot hear me.
Yeah.
Who was the first person you told that you were pregnant with me? Were you scared?
The first person would have to be Moose. That's my mother. Yeah, she would have always been the first person because we had a really close relationship. I would tell her everything, from if I like a boy or if I don't like a boy, or if, I don't like these girls, whatever it was, I would always tell her. So she was the first person I told. And yes, I was scared because it was a new experience. I didn't know what would happen. Yeah, but I just know that I would have the support from her and the rest of the family. What would you do, Tiana, if you made the rules at home? Very interesting.
What would I do?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You, Tiana?
Yes.
Tiana, you like to break the rules.
I love it.
So if you
Stay up. Stay up late.
Right?
Only 24 hours.
Stay up late doing what?
Playing games.
So you make a rule that I could stay up
as
late.
long as you
Oh, okay.
eat snacks whenever you want.
Oh.
Go outside, play in the house. Yeah, that's what my rules would be.
Okay. Alright.
Do you think I have more of your good qualities or bad qualities?
Of course it's my good qualities. I can't think of bad qualities that I have. Just joking. But yes, maybe one or two things that I would love to see change, but I believe that you have most of my good qualities. Your love. Like, if I'm feeling down, you always know something is wrong. So you always come and say, Mommy, you okay? Mommy, you want me to do something for you? That's one of the good qualities. Also, if I'm not feeling well or anybody else in the household is not feeling well, you want to know what's wrong. If it's a headache, you want to get painkillers, right? Whatever it is, you always want to help and make sure that the person is okay. And that's one of my good qualities. I always want to make sure everybody is happy before myself. So that's one quality that I noticed in you, and I'm very proud of that, and I hope you will continue to be that way. If you had to give everyone in the family new names, what would it be? Starting with me, I'm sure I know what you would say.
Joanne.
Yes, that's me. So your name is Joanne.
Yes.
Okay.
Daddy would be Lucius.
Mm-hmm.
Deja would be my poo-poo bear.
You name somebody my poo-poo bear?
Yes. Nanny would be Nans. And Mom, I don't really know.
You don't know?
I don't know.